some functionality which we are using on our Android device or emulator will not be available like how we have a real device. So also some people are suffering that Android Studio is very heavy for their computer and they have limited amount of RAM. So you know that Android Studio need a lot of RAM and a lot of resources. So for that you can also develop on your own mobile phone. So either it can be iPhone or Android. I'm going to show you how I am going to connect my Android device and I am going to develop on it. But first step we have to do that to make sure that the emulator is turned off. So we must turn off the emulator which is running on Android Studio. So you can click on this button which is called power, and then it will turn off for you the device totally. So after turning off the device, you need as well to close it from here. So you need to close the device totally from your machine and also from your emulator. You have to be sure that on Android Studio you have not anything running in your virtual devices. After that, we are going to move and install some program or application which is called Vysor. And this Vysor, you can go to the website vysor.io and you can download it for all your operating systems: Windows, Mac, Linux, and also you can install it on the browser using some extension. Okay, how we can use this Vysor? I already downloaded this application, and as you see here, I am running it on my device. So we have here two options: Android devices and iOS devices. I'm going to show how we can develop on Android device. So I am going to show you myself and then I am showing you how I am connecting my device and enabling the debugging mode, USB debugging mode, as it's mentioned here. Hello and welcome. I am Fadi and I'm going to show you how to connect your Android device to your computer. First of all, you need to use the original cable, USB cable, which is coming with the phone originally. So otherwise you will have some troubles with connecting to your PC. First, I'm going to connect it using this USB, and then you will have on the phone multiple options when you slide down or when you have the drop down. The drop down, it's saying like charging via USB, as you see here. But now what I'm going to click on this charging via USB. You will have multiple options. So this is different from mobile to mobile. So some devices are having only transfer photos, transfer files, charge only, and reverse charge, and input MIDI. So some devices works directly with the computer when you say transfer files. But some of them you need to have something called input MIDI, as my device saying here. I have Huawei phone and I have this option here. So I'm going to select this option at the end. So as you see here, and then the behavior of the device will be changed. So till now, as you see, that Vysor didn't detect anything because we need to enable the debugging mode or developer mode. How we can do that? First of all, you need to go to settings on your phone. So I will go to settings, and in the settings at the end, you will see something about the phone. You click on it, and then you will have something called build number. And as you see here in the build number, I'm going to click multiple times on it. Like I will put my finger and do it like in a way that I will have option, like it will tell me down that you are now behaving as developer. Okay, now everything is fine. My device got as a developer, but we need to enable the USB Android debugging. So as you see here, we can as well search in the settings. So when I go to my setting on my device, as you see here, we have a search on the top. So we can search in the setting. And in this search, you can type Android or USB debugging. And it will be found directly as the second option of your options in the settings. We click on it, and then it will take you to something called developer options. And in this developer option, you need to enable the debugging mode. So you just scroll down, and you will see USB debugging as you see here. So in USB debugging, you just need to allow it. So I'm going to allow that and click OK, and you will have like some notifications saying that Vysor is trying to connect to your device. Then you have to allow it. So you have to press, in this case, OK. So I press OK, and now everything is gone and is fine. And as you see on Vysor, that my device got detected. So when we go to my device on the laptop or computer, when I click on play, I will see that my device is running on the emulator here. So I will have something exactly like the emulator which we had previously with Android Studio, and it will show a mirroring of my device here. So now, as you see, I have all the information or showing my phone totally live with this application. So with that, you can then deploy the application to your device, to your mobile, and then it will run on your mobile device. And the nice thing, it will be installed on your application and it will be saved here. So you don't have to bother yourself to install the application again or deploy it and then put it on your device. It will be already deployed on the device. So if you didn't see those options which I talked about before, it's here. So when I click, as you see, I have transfer photos, transfer files. Some mobiles have input MIDI, so something which is like music equipment. It doesn't work in other way, but some devices works with transfer files. So in that way, you need just to switch until your Vysor application detect this change, and in that case, you can select what you want. So let's continue and deploy our application to the mobile phone. See you then. Okay, so now as you see here, my phone is connected already to this Vysor, and we are going to deploy the application to this device. As I told you, you must make sure that the Android emulator which we installed with Android Studio must be turned off. So to make sure as well, we need to do the same steps as we did previously. So first we need to run the ADB devices, as you remember here. So when I run ADB devices, my device will be detected automatically. This is the code of my device, and then it will be here. So please make sure that you have only one device in the list. Otherwise, the React application will not work properly. So let's run again the application using Android. I'm going to put the command again. So as you see, it's installing the application. It's going to install the application to my phone, to the physical phone which is connected to. So it will take also a little bit of time of building, but as you see here that it's getting faster than the emulator, because here the application got installed and got deployed directly to the device, and it's using the resources of the device. We don't have to use resources of the PC to debug the code and then deploy it there. So every time I do something with my application, I'm going to change here again course and save, and we will see directly the change will be detected here. And also the simulator of iPhone is working and still working fine. So as you see here, you have a freedom. You can use emulator or iOS emulator or simulator, and also you can use your device. And as you see, you can also go offline. You can turn off the development of the application, and you will see the application is deployed to your device. So I will show you quickly. And as you see, the application is here, course project. So when I click on this application, I will see it directly opened. And also when I disconnect the phone, I will see still the application running without any problems. It's like installed to my phone. So this is a great feature because it's using the native Android. That's why I prefer to use React Native CLI than Expo. Expo as well, okay, you can run the application, but over some bridging which is called Expo application, you must have it installed on your phone and also on your PC. But here the application is getting installed directly and you can use it on your device.